Now that we've got our Lync servers deployed, we're ready to install our clients so we can get connected to the servers. I'm on a Windows 7 machine right here. I've got a file share out on the network on the SQL 1 server called /install. Out there, I have the main Lync client. There are actually a few Lync clients available. There's the web app, there's the attendee. We'll look at those later. This one is the main one that you would normally use. It's the one that kind of takes that old communicator and live meeting client and bundles those into one main client. So I'm just going to come in here. This is an executable. I'm going to double click on that. You'll see that it's bringing up this installer, and I'm just going to go ahead and select install. And I'm going to say, I want to go ahead and keep it up to date with Windows Update. And I'm going to click OK. So that's pretty simple for one computer, but what happens when you have 1,000 computers or 5,000? So you probably want to script that or use some kind of deployment tool. So notice it's kind of going through here and installing multiple components. It did the Visual C Plus redistributable package. It's doing Silverlight right now. So you probably want to deploy this from something like SCCM or from Altiris or some kind of desktop management platform that you have. You can also use group policy. Or you could even use just the batch file, call the batch file as they're logging in and do installation. So to give you an idea what that would look like is if you were in a command prompt, maybe you had a batch file you wanted to set up, and go over here and do a push D over to the file share, SQL1, out on that install. Got to make sure I type it right, SQL1/install. So in there's my file. If I did an en link 2010 x64 yada 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 .exe /install/quiet, I could call this command from a batch file. So, maybe map the drive. Then from there, go ahead and run that install. It would do a quiet install. As long as the end user logging into the machine had local administrator rights, they could go ahead and install the package from there. They would never see anything happen. And then all of a sudden, they would basically just end up with something that would pop up that would look just like this, which would be the Lync client. So it's taking a second to come up. You can see on the bottom right, got my icon, and there we go. So I haven't enabled my own account for Lync. That's why it just comes up and says, hey, who do you want to sign in as? So you see here, we've got someone@example.com. I haven't actually set up my account, so I can't log in right now. But if you want to do an automated deployment, you can use this method, or you can reuse one of your existing desktop deployment infrastructures that you already have out there.